7 years ago, Michelle Mann was walking to work from the ferry terminal on downtown Auckland's Quay Street when she was struck by an e-scooter.
It's changed everything about my life. Everything. I don't have that job that I used to go to. I don't work in the city. I don't have a job. I can't drive to the city. I can't just do normal life anymore. And this spot represents where that all changed.
Michelle suffered a severe brain injury, a tear and impingements, which is pressure on a nerve or tendon in her shoulder and hip, plus issues with the disc on both sides of her jaw. She's had 6 surgeries to date and is still recovering.
It's just a lot.
Michelle is not alone. An Auckland City Hospital Emergency Department report on e-scooter injuries in 2019 shows over 17% of patients suffered from impact injuries to their heads. Over 4% of patients were critical, suffering a significant head injury. All up, Michelle says her case alone with ACC has cost a whopping $600,000. The total cost for the number of e-scooter-related ACC claims from the 1st of January 2019 to the end of last year is $50 million. In Auckland, the total sum paid by e-scooter providers to Auckland Council from 2019 to 2024 was $1.8 million. Wellington Council was unable to provide the total sum to RNZ. Michelle questions whether that revenue is worth the cost to the taxpayer through ACC.
All the people putting into ACC are just picking up the tab for Lime going, oh well, sorry for your bad experience. We're just going to let ACC do their thing.
She would like to see e-scooter companies take on some of the financial responsibility with an insurance tariff. That's something CEO of the Sheffield Fox Group, Peter Adams, is hoping to introduce.
We think that personal responsibility comes into it. You damage somebody or something, then you're responsible.
They're a group of insurance engineers looking at introducing an additional payment for riders that would go into an insurance fund. Currently, e-scooter riders aren't allowed to ride in cycle lanes, but they can use shared paths on the road and the footpath. That's despite Waka Kotahi's latest safety review on e-scooters, which acknowledges virtually all crashes with pedestrians happen on footpaths. Some councils like Auckland and Wellington have curfew zones, low speed and no ride zones to try and minimise accidents. For the last few years, the Sheffield Fox Group has been researching a clip-on device tool to go one step further.
In a nutshell, we think it's a very small device that can be, as you say, clipped on, bolted on, probably better bolted, and it probably talks to the person's app on their smartphone, and it just records information and sends it.
Peter Adams says the device would be a combination of AI, a camera and sensors. The device could track the location of the scooter, warn the rider about potential collisions and even connect to the brakes. Michelle has written to the Minister of Transport, Simeon Brown, asking for mandatory training for all e-scooter users, an insurance tariff and for e-scooters to be able to use the cycle lanes. In an email Checkpoint has seen, the Minister thanked her for those suggestions and says he'll be considering progressing changes for the regulation of e-scooters in the future. Michelle wants to see them sooner rather than later.
Yeah, great, thanks for your response. But actually, what are you going to do about it? What actions are you going to take place? What people are you going to bring around the table to make effective and positive change happen that makes the pavements safe for everybody?